My name is Mr. Anderson, and this is WSN News for Tuesday, December 4th, 2017. Let's check out the top stories on WrittenSins.com. Today we filmed the Written Sins Comic Highway as it rolls through the holiday season. We also did Kickstarter talk today as well, a day early, due to my being on the road this weekend for family reasons for once. Victoria Black, #1, is now on Kickstarter. Rapid City, which has an amazing super pack of over 24 titles for only $20. 24 PDF indie comic books for only $20. It's insane. Dragon Trolls still needs some help on some Kickstarter. Please give it a share. Please donate if you can. It's an amazing project of a 1920s black and white horror gangster movie. It is really quite impressive. It reminds me of the 1990s Liquid Television. The Silent Descendants is 16 years in the making. Help make it come true now. We also taped today the Last Rites program. We talked about on that program 5-star. We're going to take a look at the Dragon Con Snow White cosplay. We're going to take a look at some Marcel Dupree art. We are also looking for artists and writers and reporters, which I actually have to add to the title eventually, for the upcoming 2018 season. If you're interested in working with WrittenSins.com in any capacity, please send us an email at WrittenSins.com. We're also going to take a look at the Dragon Con Cos View from yesterday. We wound up not getting that on the show. We talked about Bruno on our two different shows, and we'll mention that again at the end of the show when we go over the list. But for now, let's drink in some cool cosplay with the Cos View. This was amazing. I mean, check that out. A little dark because I was at Dragon Con and we were in a hotel in a dark area, but still badass cosplay. I got to give credit. And we'll jump right over, hopefully, to the other Cos View here, which was Mortal Kombat. Amazing group, of course, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, and Katana. Katana was my favorite to play in the video game, so I was very psyched to get them as a cosplay trio. As a picture, they pulled it off quite well. December was also introducing Captain Amethys from Titanium. And it's funny, sometimes you don't know how to pronounce a word or a name because you've never seen it before. That's what I'm dealing with right there. But still, Marcel Dupree is going to have an amazing year next year. Because this is like a teaser for next year, so stay tuned. And we are done on our site because most of it was Kickstarters today. Wasn't a lot of news. Let's go through my page and see what I was tagged in today. Looks like Saw the Lightning Wielder is at 58 backers. Anyway, we can get 60 by the end of the day. Link is in the comments. I don't know, you guys. Saw is an awesome thing, man. Check it out. I'm telling you, you look at this Kickstarter, you're going to want to be part of the 60. Larry Higgins giving us some love because we talked about his amazing project, Niobe 4, The Broken Kiss, which is actually right there. We shared it live on the program. We also, 587 views. Not bad, man. Well, that's our best Kickstarter. Actually, that might be a record for any video we've done on the live showing. I think the record for any video right now is 1,200. 587 on a live showing is not bad. We just got off a little while ago. I said got off. Pro tip. You're not a writer until you write something, and writing down an idea does not count. This got into a little bit of a discussion online. Here's what it's meant. A lot of people ask me for advice on how to start getting into comics. I've seen people at my tables. And it's pretty simple. The first step is, if you're a writer, of course, is write it down, make the story. So many people come up to me with an idea. And even when I was like back being, I guess, starting out, you could call it, for 10, 12 years, I never just had an idea. I always had written a story. Every time I talked to anyone about it, I'd written a story. And once you write a story, copyright that story. Do yourself a favor. Make sure it's copywritten. That way you can feel free in talking about it out loud. Because a lot of people get afraid to talk about it. Copyright, you don't have to worry about it. And ultimately, you really don't have to worry about it either way. Copyrights protect you from anyone bothering you and wasting your time. Your stories are your stories, and you'll always be able to prove it, but a copyright just helps with that. Made some amazing new friends. This month, apparently, we made 20 cool new people joining me in December. That was pretty awesome. Some of them are from Chicago, so I'm welcoming in the new audience from Chicago. You see a couple of videos here. I'm not going to talk about the rock thing, but you can see it on my page if you want to look into it. I just don't want to talk about those things on this program. But I do think it's important, so do check out my page. But that's my personal sharing of it. I don't think belongs on the site. Just something negative, and I'd rather not talk about it on our site. Rapid City Below Zero is in book one, The Descent, is available on Kickstarter with that amazing pack that we talked about, the super pack with over 24 indie comic book creators. This is Written Sins, our main site. There's me looking dopey as hell. But I think it was a pretty good video. So, and that was Alyssa. So she had 3 views. Well, that's okay. I'll take it, man. 3 views is still 3 more views that we got onto people's projects. And this was Kickstarter Talks, so not bad. Woohoo Morris is 4 days left on Kickstarter. Let's see how they're doing. We're going to take a quick look at them. We actually did not mention them during Kickstarter Talk because I'm stupid. Literally, I don't really have a great reason for not doing it, but it looks like they're going to get their goal. I think it's because we were never officially asked to cover it. I've asked a couple times, and no one seems to be paying attention to me when I'm talking about it. I'm not even sure if Craig is actually the guy behind it. Oh, Craig is behind it. So I guess we officially could have covered it more deeply. We're covering it now. So here, since I'm kind of screwing up here, and I guess me and Craig haven't hit the right page, because I thought Craig was sharing it for a friend, and I kept asking him. We're going to go ahead and watch that video right now.
Hi, I'm Craig Tyfair, and I'm the writer-artist of Woggle Morris. What is Woggle Morris, you might ask? Woggle Morris is a graphic novel series about a college-age indie rock band. Made up of longtime friends, Chaz on bass, Sebastian on lead guitar, and Arnie on drums, the fledgling group is rounded out by newcomer Alicia on lead vocals. On stage, the band gels, but off stage, things aren't going quite so smoothly. Sebastian has developed an attraction to Alicia that is not in the band's best interest. The band's enigmatic new lead singer's dabbling in the occult threatens more than their carefully laid plans for success when her powerful voice raises a long, slumbering evil. The graphic novel is a mashup of slice-of-life drama and comedy and magical urban fantasy. It's a 200-page story and is published as 2 digest-sized graphic novels in black and white. Book 1 is 96 pages long and prints chapters 1 through 4. Book 2 is 136 pages long and prints chapters 5 through 10. Book 1 is already in print, and Book 2 is complete and ready to go to the printer. And that's where you and Kickstarter come in. With your support, I can get the completion of this story into print and into your hands. So please check below, see if there's a level you'd be interested in pledging at. And thank you very much for listening.
So that's awesome. My apologies to the creator. I never realized that I was speaking to you. I guess wires got crossed. It definitely looks like an amazing project. I'm glad we've gotten to feature it as many times as we have. I can add it to Kickstarter, the last rights rundown. At least it's always been on our program though, so we have covered it loosely. So it's not entirely horrible. I do apologize. We must have misconnected at some point, but I'm glad we are able to talk about it. Rapid City, of course, has that amazing mega super pack I keep talking about. 24 titles, $20. It's an indie comics treasure chest. Robert Garn, our newest member, is said that $260 will unlock the next stretch goal. So far, everyone that pledges $10 or more will get free trading cards. How cool is that? 2 prints and a free magnet with their pledge. That's kind of badass. And once again, now it's 5 days left to enter to win a full year of comic books from I think it's villagecomics.com, but you know Cal from his amazing work on Walter Life. We're going to quickly go down our list, and then I have something interesting for the end of the program, so stay tuned after we go down our list that we normally go down. So this is where we're going to check in right now. This week in indie comics. Hang on. Buffering. Buffering. There we go. We talked about what now, Bruno. We can find out on Kickstarter now. And remember, Bruno is not a story of like a how-to story. It's a story of a coming in age in the comic book industry. What happens when you break through and you're finally there? What happens next? Spent all that time trying to get there, and now that you're there, what happens? We did Kickstarter talk. We'll add the other programs in by this evening. The MLC, congratulations, you have officially funded. That'll be the last time we talk about you, but we want pictures from the show. Supporting the Autism Jedi and the team behind him, including R4AU, behind her, I should say, and the many events that they bring the R4 unit to can be done by getting the amazing R4AU patch, available now both at my Comic-Con tables and online directly from the Autistic Jedi team. All proceeds go to the DragonCon 2018 tour of the R4AU unit. Supporting Kickstarter only takes a single dollar. $1 can show support, attract attention, help fund projects, support indie creators, and help create new worlds. Join the Veteran's Wife this holiday season in trying to make the season joyful for all veterans. Act now. Time is running out. Level up at conventions by making money by using this amazing comic book called Level Up. Make money at convention. We just saw how amazing Woohoo Morris is, a rock and roll urban fantasy graphic novel. 5-star comic book now on Kickstarter, and this guy's a 5-star hero, but he also has to deal with the trials and tribulations of being a hero. Can he keep a level-headed when fame comes his way? Saw the Lightning Wielder is about an amazing young woman who gets the powers of lightning that come through her hand. Her hair is electrifying. She has an amazing team behind her, but she also has some really bad daddies to get through. Help them get off of Kickstarter and launch it today by pledging to Saw the Lightning Wielder. Vegas, baby, is the amazing collaboration between Kid Comics and Powerverse, which brought to Get Life POM from you guys knowing that, and some amazing other titles. Argo 5, the trade back, is now on Kickstarter for a limited time. Act fast before time runs out. See these amazing creators and this creative team. Hi, Rex Gordon, who's in our chat room. Now Before the Broken Kiss has amazing art from Steve. It's coming out. It's off of Kickstarter on December 22nd. Time is running out. Back it now. Blackjack has some amazing alternative covers. It's an adult-themed comic book, not meant for all ages, but the covers are definitely titillating. What's up, Rex? How you been? In our chat room, Rex said, hi, bro. James vs. the New World Order unfolds on Kickstarter. See what happens when James is put up against the New World Order that sucks. Rapid City, again, it's Rapid City Below Zero. Book 1 has that amazing super pack, but it's also an amazing story from an amazing creator. You should have backed this already. I shouldn't even have to talk about it. It should already have 10 million backers. Take a Walk with Dreamwalkers. This is an amazing new breed of heroes from Native American indie lore. Check it out. It's amazing. We talked about supporting the Dragon Troll in the amazing 1920s black and white video that they did. It reminds me of Liquid Television from the 1990s. The Silent Descendants are hoping that you're there to not be silent and support them on Kickstarter. Check it out now. 16 years in the making, man. That's like real dedication there. The Globalists are now on Kickstarter, and they're going to tell you how to live, believe it or not. They're the UN with superpowers. But how will the world react to being told how to behave? Check out the comic to find out. And Victoria Black, featuring my hometown. Someone's having sex to get their head blown off. I can't even get over it. It was on Kickstarter talk today. But I'm still interested. As a matter of fact, I'm hooked. I want to know what happened. Tune in to Kickstarter to find Victoria Black and see the amazing artwork and story that's going on. Before I go on the road, there will be a couple special Kickstarter, our WSN news programs. But before I left, I wanted to talk about net neutrality. Time's almost up. We have less than 10 days to make sure that net neutrality doesn't go away. I'm going to save the internet net neutrality, what you need to know. When you go online, you have certain expectations. You are expected to connect to a website however you want. You're expected that your cable or phone company instant messaging and data is connected to all your websites, applications you choose. You expect to be in control of the internet. When you use the internet, you expect net neutrality. Net neutrality is the basic principle that prohibits internet services like AT&T, Comcast, Verizon from speeding up, slowing down, or blocking any content, application, or websites you want to use. Net neutrality is the way the internet has always worked. In 2015, millions of activists pressured a Federal Communications Commission to adopt the historic net neutrality rules that keep the internet free and open, allowing you to share access information for choosing your content without interference. But right now, the win is in jeopardy. Trump's FFC chairman, Ajib Pai, wants to destroy net neutrality. In May, the FCC voted to let Pat's internet killing plan move forward. By the end of the summer, the agency was flooded with more than 20 million complaints. The vast majority of people commenting urged the FCC to pressure to preserve the existing net neutrality rules. Time is running out. The FCC's vote on the proposal on December 14th is coming. Join the millions who already voted against it. What is net neutrality? We just explained what net neutrality is. It's the basic idea that the internet should be a free and open service for anyone to use. I mean, we should just have internet for free in America. I don't know why we even pay for it. Now they're trying to block it and make it a fucking NASCAR. It is disgusting. It will be the end of written sins. It'll be the end of how indie comics is done now. Indie comics will never go away, but it will certainly hurt it. Plus, also, you might not be able to even talk about your shows and your Comic Cons anymore. It's very important. Please become part of the voice that stops net neutrality from being destroyed and support net neutrality today. That is the show. I've been on for over 3 hours of programming. I'm going to go rest. I will see you guys on the road tomorrow.